Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of Mechanical Mashup. Dave's going to show you how to wrap a present Mechanical Mashup style, and I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas tree. Well, Mechanical Mashup style.
Merry Christmas from Mechanical Mashup. Now, Christmas is one of my favorite times of year for a couple of reasons. First, because I have 2 little kids. Enough said. Second, because I'm a little kid at heart. Third, because my extended family is totally insane and we spend 8 to 10 hours every Christmas day opening presents. And 4, because every year we have a contest to see who can make the most unique gift wrapping idea. I know, right? I should win that. But my brother-in-law always seems to beat me somehow. Now, kudos to him. They're pretty amazing gift wrapping jobs, but one of these years I'm going to take him down. The closest I've ever come to beating him is my exploding gift box. Now, it's really easy to make. You need a trip to the dollar store where you buy a cheap box, you need at least 2 mouse traps, just some confetti, something to throw up into the air. And then of course you need a actual gift. The lighter the better, so I would normally use a gift card. And the last thing you need is a little bit of strong thread. Let me show you how it works. Now I like to use a little piece of steel to weigh the box down so the string doesn't pull the box out of the person's hand. So simply use a glue stick and glue down the 2 mouse traps side by side on the plate of steel. Next, we're going to glue the plate of steel with the mouse traps on it directly into the bottom of the box. We then need to make a false floor. What we want to do is have it stand up on its edges so it doesn't actually touch the mouse trap. Be sure that it fits very well inside the box. Tape the corners of the box, then add some wrapping paper to the top of it to disguise it, and the last thing we need to do is cut a little hole or trap door for the thread to go through. Use a small drill or an X-Acto knife to put a small hole for the thread. So now I want to cut my string to a length that allows the intended victim, to lift the box off a certain amount to clear it. You don't want it blowing up when the box is right here or the lid's right here, because you won't get the stuff flying around. So you want it to be off a little bit before it goes. So I'm going to trim my string about there and tie a couple knots in it just to add some more friction. And it's going to get taped underneath the lid here. Press it down tight. Should work good. Okay, so I think we're just about ready to arm it. This is the part that kind of sucks. You got to be really careful. I know what you're all thinking. Oh, I can't wait to watch this. Dave's going to break his fingers. Just not NASCAR, okay? You're not here to watch the crashes. You're here to watch the good stuff. So, I'm going to use a pencil to assist me in this. Keep my fingers clear while I'm doing it as much as possible. So I'm going to push down with the eraser. Make sure it's a nice soft eraser. Then as you push down, you can flip the tag, and when you're letting go, which is the really freaky part, your fingers are all nice and clear. Looking inside the box, notice how the traps are opposite of each other. This allows both of the triggers to be drawn inwards by the string when the lid is pulled off. Okay, so it's all ready to go now. We're going to take our gift card and false floor. We're going to gently lower it down on top. Woo, a little stressful. Take some of our bows from the dollar store. Sprinkle copious amounts in there. Some Christmas trees. And some snowflakes. Christmas. Nobody minds cleaning up on Christmas. So I'm going to take my string very carefully and tuck some of the extra like so. So now we don't have much. It's ready to go. Okay, so here's how I'm hoping Christmas is going to go this year. Well, here you go. Have a nice present. Thanks, Dave. I wonder what it is. I'll kill you! So the hardest part about this whole project is going to be waiting for somebody to open it. It's going to drive you nuts, but don't push it. Be patient, and it'll pay off. From Mechanical Mashup. Merry Christmas.
While everybody's being all festive and everything, I think that, well, the favorite show that I ever saw as a kid was The Grinch. So I'm going to show you how to make a Grinch tree. First thing, I'm going to make some assumptions here. You're going to be able to cut a circle out of plywood, and you're going to be able to drill, let's see, what do we got here? 8 holes in it around the circumference. And the holes themselves need to be about the same diameter as this wire, and this wire happens to be a coat hanger. Pair of side cutters. We're going to snap the head off this guy. Like this. This can be discarded. Then you get a pair of pliers. This is a really quick one. And we bend this bad boy out straight. You're going to repeat this 8 times, and when you do that, you're going to stick each and every one of those into one of these holes. Then I'm also going to hot glue these down just to make sure they don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you guys have used this little napalm machine. Now the hot glue guns, they're great, but like I said, it's napalm. Don't get it on your hands. It'll make you scream like a little girl. And I have. A lot. Okay, one thing you'll notice that all of these have a bend in them, and there's a reason for that. The tree's going to come up and actually bend over, and I'm going to have a bulb hanging at the very end as if the tree's not strong enough to hold it. Okay, now we got everything up like this. We're going to gather up all these, and you notice when I squeeze them it kind of makes like a tree shape. And I've got all these bent a little bit. You can rough them out. What you do once you gathered all this stuff here is I have tie wraps. I'm sure if you have twist ties will work, or duct tape. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these lights, we're going to wrap them around the outside. Use tie wraps just to attach them in a couple of spots. Then we're going to wrap the garland around it, and that's where it really starts to take shape. And another thing you might notice is that I left one here with a little hook, and that's for the final ornament, the big ornament that we're going to place. It's just going to hang there, so you can see the tree hangs over. Obviously the ornament's too heavy and it's pulling it over. Makes it kind of interesting. Take your lights, your little string of 50 LED miniature lights. I just tied this little piece here so it's hanging in here. This is the extension so it can go a little further. Wrap a couple lights here. Now remember, this is kind of a Grinch tree, so trying to keep things symmetrical and pretty is besides the point. The idea is it is a hastily put together ugly tree, but it's so ugly it's cute. The next thing that we do is we tie a piece of the garland down here. Get some golden garland here. We're going to wrap that in there. We're going to add our couple of ornaments, and from there we turn it on and ho ho ho, but Grinch style. Okay, last thing to do, add a ball to the end, kind of give it that drooping look. Add a couple of decorations. I'm sure you can add some more. Gaudier, the uglier the better for this one. Okay, well there we have it, your Grinch tree, and we'll give her a little plug in. Now, I think that is a tree fitting for Mechanical Mashup. there we have it, episode 5 of Mechanical Mashup. So you have yourself a good Christmas tree and you have a way to make a Mechanical Mashup wrap job on one of your gifts. I recommend that you don't give it to anybody that has any heart conditions or is kind of jumpy to start with. It's a good way to make a mess of Christmas morning. Next week, Dave's going to show you another way to wrap a present, and I'm going to show you how to make custom-sized boxes or unique shaped boxes for pretty much any gift that you get that is a nightmare to wrap.
Okay, so Ben and I work pretty hard for you, right? We don't ask for much in return. Till now. All I want you to do is click that little dig button right there. It's not there? There. Okay, show me where it is. Put your mouse over it. Great, click it!